Come on. Ah. Hi, guys. It's Thursday. It's the evening. I got nothing else better to do. Well, I've got to edit stuff from the last time I filmed. All right, camera, do your thing. All right. Screen. Okay. Hello. Hey. My upstairs neighbors are being fucking loud. What's going on upstairs, but it's fucking loud. Hi. So, I wanted to do a little live stream with y'all, just hanging out, and also to show you the frames I got from Warby Parker. If you didn't know the story, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you probably would miss this. I gotta post this on the Twitters. Twitter, I'm live. What are you doing? So I ordered some of the free try-on, the 5 try-ons that you can get in the mail, that they send you for 5 days, and that you can actually just keep and then send back for free with free shipping. I got some of those. I ordered some of those, and then they were scheduled to be delivered, oh god, it was like a week or so-ish ago, and the first package got stolen out of my mailbox, and I was freaking out. I was so worried that Warby Parker was going to make me pay for the stuff that got stolen from my mailbox. Thankfully, they did not. Thankfully, I was able to email them and be like, hey, this is what's happening. This is what happened. What do I do? Excuse me. And it was kind of a nightmare at first, because I was like, I just want my glasses back. Oh, shut up. My computer needs to not be volume. I'm just gonna tweet this real quick. Live. Warby Parker. Try on. Pew. Oh, no. Paste. Was this copy? Copy. And paste. Blah, 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 blah. Live stream. Cool. I just had to get this out of the internet. So I emailed Warby Parker and asked them, what do I do? How do I, hello! How do I, what do I do now? And so thankfully, they basically kind of marked that as like a loss in their system. And I instantly got an email saying that, like, oh, you've returned your glasses. So they didn't make me pay for it, thankfully. I was so worried that I was going to be charged $500 in my bank account for the glasses that got stolen from my mailbox. But Warby Parker, being the wonderful, gracious company that they are, they didn't make me do that. So that was nice. I was so freaked out. Oh, boy just fucking texted me. Anyway. So, all problems solved. Warby Parker sent me out a replacement package right away, like straight away, almost too fast to the point where like I couldn't actually change the address that they were going to ship it to. At first I wanted them to change it so that I would get it at my work, but not at my home, because then I was worried that I was going to get stolen out of my mailbox again. But thankfully it did not, because I actually got like delivery notifications via text, and so it sent me that it was there, and then I was able to leave work, come back and get it, and now it's here. So I was able to get these. Hi. If you've never actually done home try-ons with Warby Parker. They send you a box with the pairs that you have picked out, and they come in little bags. So what actually had happened, so the craziest thing, I actually didn't go over through the story. What had happened was, I got home on the day that the first package was supposed to be delivered, and I look in my mailbox, and like the little door was just open, but nothing was in it, like nothing, not even my junk mail, and I was like, what? And so I looked. Usually if I have a package, it's like behind my screen door, between my screen door and my like actual door. Nothing there. And I was like, well, shit. So I go to the recycling trash area behind my apartment, and I see one of these bags on the ground. And I was like, well, so I picked it up. I saw that it was actually labeled with the glasses name. It said Laurel on it, and I was like, fuck everything. So they actually had, I opened up the recycling bin, and the box that everything came in was just in the recycling bin. Just there with all of the shipping information, with all of the labels, but no glasses. So some asshole came and stole the glasses from my mailbox, took the glasses, but put the box back in the recycling bin. At least he had the audacity to fucking recycle everything. And I was like, wow. Wow, dude. Wow. Yeah, the burglar recycled. The burglar totally recycled. And I was like, screw you, dude. Ah, I was so mad. But thankfully they sent me replacement frames. And I got 2 pairs of sunglasses and 3 pairs of glasses. I don't think I'm going to end up getting any of the sunglasses just because I didn't really like these 2 very much. But I also got an email from Firmoo, which is a glasses, prescription. I always have to have prescription. I got an email from Firmoo wanting to send me a free pair. No. So the when they send you the free, they didn't steal prescription glasses. When they send you the free pairs to try on, they just have like plain frames. There's no plain lenses. There's no prescription in the lenses when you get the try-ons. So you try them on, you send everything back in the package, and then if you want to buy any of the pairs, you send them your prescription and then buy the one that you want. So these ones have nothing in them. It's just plain, like, prescriptionless frames. So they didn't actually steal any prescription glasses, but they got 2 pairs of free sunglasses and 3 pairs of prescriptionless glasses. But Firmoo actually emailed me a little while ago wanting to send me a free pair of frames for like a video, and then like to give me a coupon code, and I was like, well, so many times I've gotten emails from companies that have wanted to send me things, but usually it's like teeth whitening things or like weird skincare stuff that I'm like, I would never put that on my face. But this was the first time where I'm like, oh, I actually would use that because I am bespectacled. So I actually have to just go to an eye doctor. I go get a new prescription. So yeah, no, it's cool. Warby Parker will send you free stuff through the mail that you have to send back. So you actually have to give them your credit card information. So, like, as kind of a form of insurance in case you, like, steal everything. But, yeah, I've done it. The first pair of glasses I got, the pair that I had before this, I did it 3 different times. So I ended up getting 15 pairs of glasses in the mail over the course of 3 different packages to find the right pair. And then I eventually picked Baxter, which were the black glasses I had before these. And then this last time, I don't remember if I did it once or twice. I know I didn't do it more than twice. So this is at least my 5th time getting Warby Parker frames in the mail. And they actually do have a lot of stores around the country now. There's actually 3 in Seattle, but none of the stores have eye doctors where you can get eye exams. But some of the stores around the country, you can actually get eye exams at the Warby Parker store. So you can kind of do it all in one go. But, so I actually have to go, yes, Warby Parker is what it's called. Warby Parker. Yeah. You can get, what was I saying? Yeah, you can go to the stores and actually try them on there, which is cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I've been to at least the Fremont store. I don't remember if it was when I was actually getting these or not, but I don't know. So I want to try on some of the glasses. I do want to show you guys the sunglasses first, just because I don't think I'm going to get them, but just to kind of see how they look on my face. And if you're curious about these glasses, they're super high quality. I have had great luck with the last 2 pairs. Not in Los Angeles. I think they would have a store in LA. I don't know if they have eye doctors in LA, but they list all the locations on their website on warbyparker.com. So you can actually see if they have any shops near you. But yeah, the pair that I have right now, the style is called Chelsea, and these last 2 pairs of glasses have been my favorite glasses I've ever owned, and they've been cheaper than the other glasses I had. So I've never actually had glasses from like cheaper online stores either. So all the other glasses I had before these 2 have been like from an optometrist. So yeah, kind of keep that in mind. These start at $95 and then they go up to, I believe, $145. Kind of depending on if your prescription is stronger than like basic. I believe, I don't know how much the sunglasses are, but this style is called Durand, like Durand, but with a D. Honestly, I don't hate these. They're crooked, which is weird because my ears are crooked apparently. Or these might just be crooked, I don't know. The one problem with getting things sent to you to try on at home is that you kind of have to deal with them being crooked. Yeah, honestly, I don't hate these, but I kind of like thicker frames on sunglasses. The sunglasses I used to have, which I lost, sadly. They were Ray-Bans and they were amazing. The frames themselves were like super chunky, which I really, really liked. And as basic as these look, they're pretty basic, and I could get these anywhere for cheaper. So once I actually get my prescription taken care of, I'll probably do something with Firmoo so I can get like free sunglasses. I just wish I did this in time to get sunglasses for Sasquatch, which I might still be able to do. I don't know. But yeah, my Ray-Bans got lost in the process of my parents, I think, selling their house. I don't know. The other pair I got, the other sunglasses I got, is the style Laurel. And hey, trains are cool. I had actually tried these on as regular glasses before the last time I did, when I tried on the Chelseas. And I do like this style as a pair of glasses. I do like them. But I don't necessarily like them as sunglasses. They're a little round for sunglasses. I kind of like the square for sunglasses for some reason. It's either going to be like super cat eye or like squarier. These are just like a little bit shapeless, you know? But they're great glasses. Like I really like these as glasses. It's just as sunglasses, I like a more like specific shape, you know? The first pair of sunglasses I ever got when I was like 17, 18 were so ugly. They were, oh my God. I feel like the longer I've gone through life wearing glasses, I have just had more style with actually the frames I buy. The first pair of glasses I got, I don't believe I was wearing them at all when I started my channel. I think the first 2 pairs of glasses I got were before I started making YouTube videos, I believe. But the first pair was like a really thin, like reader style. They were green. They were really pretty colored, but the shape Now thinking about it, I'm like, why did I ever have those? They looked the most like discreet, I guess, because I was like a new glasses wearer at the age of 18. So I don't know. Super nerdy, super nerdy. They made me look old. And then the second pair I got after that were actually men's frames, but they were not good quality. I got them from Target and they sucked. The third pair of glasses I actually had for several years and I really, really liked those. They were like, they had like a keyhole nose bridge, and those were the ones I had when I believe I started making YouTube videos. But, so the sunglasses are out of the way. Now we will go to regular glasses. So this is the style Felix, which I really, really like. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted a bunch of pictures in the last few days of the frames that I got. I wish these didn't have so much of a glare on them. That's the only issue when they're just the plain frames. Because I always get the anti-glare because I hate having too much glare. Come on, stay focused. Thank you. Yeah. These ones are super cute. I love the shape of these. These ones are a great shape. Yeah, I like these a lot, but I feel like that they're almost too close to my eyebrow color. Like they're too close to my hair color a bit. But I will be actually, at some point when I have an extra 200 something odd dollars, I'm going to be going bright pink with my hair. Like the color that's on my eyes right now, my hair is going to be that color. So stay tuned for that at some point. That's like the one color I've never done. Come on. Like, I had blue hair, I've obviously had purple hair, I had green hair, various shades of green. I started more of a teal, and then it faded, and then I put like a lime on top of it. I had red hair, which was a lot. Blonde, dark brown. I've never been like a platinum blonde, and I've never been black. But I've been most other colors. Yeah, auburn, like more strawberry blonde and then a darker red. The closest thing to black that I've ever had was either like a really dark brown when I was in like 8th grade or a really dark blue like 4 years ago. 3 years ago? 3 years ago. Come on. Yeah, it was 3 years ago. Was it? 2.5. I don't even remember. But yeah, this is a style Felix. I do like it. I wish the reflection wasn't so bad. The shape is comfortable and they're large enough for me to like not have a ton of just like frame in my peripheral. Like that's always something that now that I think about what glasses I wear, like the glasses I used to wear, I must have had so much actual frame in my peripheral vision where it was just like I would just see glasses just here. Can you stop going out of focus? Thank you. Thank you. Put little hearts under my eyes today, in case you didn't notice. But, yeah. I like these ones. They are cute. They're just a little bit too close to my actual hair color. You know? Yeah. I like them. I don't love them, you know? The next pair is one that my mom actually really likes, and I do really like them without any sort of context. Like, if my hair stayed the exact same way that it is now, and I just let it keep fading to this, like, gray lavender thing, taupe, whatever, which I'm actually kind of enjoying right now, and I never wore crazy makeup. Like, if I wore basic makeup, like winged eyeliner and like red lips all the time, these would be like my jam. But I feel like with the amount of makeup that I put on my face, this is just a lot going on, you know, tortoiseshell. This style is called Percy, which I have actually tried in other colors before. Also, if you guys have ever tried the White Claw Black Cherry hard seltzer, it is awesome. It's like LaCroix, but alcoholic. It's 5% alcohol, and it tastes like Tastes like melted Otter Pops. Like, straight up. What is that flavor? Is it red Otter Pops? I don't know. It tastes like melted Otter Pops, and it's great. And it has alcohol in it. And I've had a very long day, so I don't care. But yeah, Percy, I like this style. I do. Although now that I'm looking at it, the tortoise shell is kind of distracting in my peripheral vision. Oh, have I listened to Megaplex yet? Hello, I've listened to Megaplex already. I've listened to it so many times. I bought the vinyl. I should have it in the mail soon. I actually am going to be editing my monthly favorites after I'm done doing whatever it is I'm doing right now. But hot damn, the new We're a Scientist record, so good. But anyway, as I was saying, these, I like them, but with what I'm going to do with my hair and with what I do with my makeup on a regular basis, they're kind of a lot. But again, I feel like if you have a very kind of like minimal, kind of classic makeup style, and not rainbow hair, these are a look, and they're really comfortable. Yeah. This is like the perfect width on my nose bridge too. So this is a very similar nose bridge shape to the glasses I had 2 pairs ago before I started getting Warby Parker. And Percy, I feel like, is a very classic Warby Parker shape that they've had in a lot of different colors. And this actually wouldn't be a bad pair of sunglasses. But yeah, I like Percy. I wore these around a little bit, and I like them. Again, I don't love them. Excuse me. So yeah, these are Percy's. I'll put these on again before the end of the live stream so that if people join me later, they can actually see them on my face. This last pair, I never thought I would love them as much as I do because I have never owned a metal pair of frames. All of the frames I've had before have been the plastic ones. So I kind of picked these on a whim, and I was like, oh, sure, I'll try them, because they're similar color to these in kind of like a rose, like a grapefruit sunset kind of rose gold-ish color. And yeah, I don't know. But these are the Blairs, and not gonna lie, I kind of love them. Like, I posted pictures all over Instagram and on Facebook, and people were like kind of picking their favorites, and some people like the Percy, some people like Felix, but most people, like the majority of people, were saying that these look the best. And I was so surprised because I was like, they're metal frames. I never wear metal frames. I've never worn metal frames in my life. Except, like, ironically, when I was wearing my dad's glasses. But I feel, because they have these also in black, but with this, like, really reflective, like, rose gold accent up here, I feel like it just gives a really kind of, like, soft look to an otherwise kind of, it's not a masculine frame, but it's kind of like a classic looking frame, you know? But I don't know, I feel like I'd be channeling my inner Chris Kane in these. He doesn't wear glasses as much anymore, though, which I don't know how I feel, because dude used to wear all the coolest glasses all the time. That's the bass player from We Are Scientists, by the way. But yeah, like the modern and classic, like, I don't know, and the reflectiveness of it would be really cool because it would kind of just naturally match whatever I'm wearing on my face. And I feel like with bright hair, this would look so cool, because besides this up here, this is generally like understated compared to these other ones, because it's not dark, it's not thick, It's not really heavy. It's a little bit, I don't know. It's a little more grown up and a little more like feminine. And I really like the ear things. The only thing that I would have to get used to, which I'm just going to keep these on for the rest of the live stream, is the nose rest, because I have always had plastic frames, like I mentioned, that have just the nose rest that's just attached to the frames, and it's just a thing, whatever. So getting used to this would be a lot. But I feel like they wouldn't fall down my face as much. Because, not gonna lie, my nose is straight down. Like, there's no, like, indent here, really. It's just, shoop. So, my glasses fall down my face all the time. And I feel like these wouldn't fall down my face as much. You know? Yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I like these a lot. Which is surprising. I'm very surprised that I like these as much as I do. But, again, this style is called Blair, which makes so much sense because this looks like a writer for, like, I don't know. I feel like I would be a character in, like, The Devil Wears Prada with these glasses. What did this say? They don't mess up my makeup as much? No, you mean the nose bridge things wouldn't mess up my makeup as much? That would be cool. Yeah, because the other ones just fucking, there's always just like a indent. I mean, this would also leave an indent, but I don't know. I like them. And also with this makeup, I feel like that this looks the best. If anything, the Felix looks okay, but yeah, I like them. They would need to be adjusted to the width of my face in terms of like back here, but that's the nice thing about having a store that you can go to get them adjusted. And actually, I'll tell you a little bit about the process when you actually send them your prescription, because having glasses online, it's kind of interesting. You're like, how do I get the prescription right? What they do is that you take like a credit card, like the back of a credit card or something, cover up the number, obviously, but you like put it like at the beginning of your eye, and then you basically like take a picture with it in a certain position so that they can kind of calibrate where everything is in your eye. Like where your iris is and where your pupil is, which is really important, especially if you have an astigmatism like I do, which I don't even know which eye I have an astigmatism in, but whatever. So they actually do get it, like the time that I've done it, they got it right. Like, weirdly enough, the second pair of glasses that I had that came from Target, the frame, like the lenses, the prescription was off. Like, I saw the same doctor. I've seen the same eye doctor for all of my prescriptions except one time. And the one time I did not see her, my prescription got fucked up. And I was like, what? Because the office was shared, a lady and a dude eye doctor. And the dude eye doctor got it fucking wrong. So I was like, just always gotta go to a woman eye doctor. I don't know. But I have to actually get a new eye doctor because I don't want to have to go back to Gig Harbor to do that. But what do you guys think? I like them. I was surprised at how much I liked them. I was like, what? Warby Parker got me to like metal frames? And I don't look like a pedophile or a math teacher? What? My sister actually had a pair of glasses that she called her Dwight Schrute glasses that straight up look like pedophile frames. I'm like, Livy, what are you doing? Thank you. I think they fit my personality too. And I enjoy the rosy color as well. Thank you, Winona. It froze on me. Come back! Come back! Yeah, it froze. It took you so long to find the chat. I know, the YouTube app is kind of weird with that. But at least the YouTube live stream is like semi-intuitive. Yeah, big lag. Big. Wait, am I like out of sync right now? No. 26%. I should probably plug this in at some point. Oh. 50. I don't know. I'll go for like, yeah, in like 5%, I'll go get my cord. But yeah, so I like these. I enjoy them. Thanks, Warby Parker, for being awesome and for actually like not making me pay for all the frames that got stolen from my mailbox. I was so worried. But I talked to my boyfriend. He was like, they're not gonna make you pay for that stuff because that's just gonna be a PR nightmare. Like, making you pay for something that was 100% not your fault is not worth their bad PR. And I was like, you're right. So I blasted it all over my social media because I did not want them to think that, you know, it's like the internet version of let me speak to the manager, but not being a bitch. I don't think that analogy worked. Anyway, but how have you guys been? It's been a lot. Yeah, like I said a little bit ago, I'm gonna be editing my monthly favorites, and yeah, I've been listening to a lot of We Are Scientists. Jessica Jones, I finally finished last weekend, which was amazing. It was so good. Super Chat. I honestly have no idea if Super Chat is a thing. Or like if I've made I don't know. No clue. That's something I've never actually looked at. Hi! Maybe if you had a Karen haircut, they'd make you have to pay for it. That's funny. I will never get the Karen haircut. Is it bad that like that's just like a term now? Like I just feel bad for anybody named Karen. You know? The one problem is like if I'm trying to do anything on the screen, I have to squint really bad right now because I can't see anything because everything is out of focus. I really need a new prescription. But yeah, I've been listening to, I watched Jessica Jones, We Are Scientists. Let me know if you guys in the chat have seen Infinity War. And if you, well, let me know if you haven't seen it and you don't want me to talk about spoilers. Thank you! I like them too. I'm gonna switch between some of the ones that I also got, which I'll actually switch. It actually, so I won't go into spoilers yet. No, won't spoilers. Okay, cool. I enjoyed it. It was not a bad film. I enjoyed it. It was unexpected. It was unexpected. It was not what I expected. It is with all the not all the Marvel superheroes. Deadpool. But pretty much Deadpool facing Thanos would be amazing. Just get like, now I just want Josh Brolin and Ryan Reynolds to just fight. But, yeah, it was like, Avengers, Black Panther, which I guess, yeah, technically Avengers, Doctor Strange, and Guardians of the Galaxy, and Spider-Man. But I guess Spider-Man was in the last, was in Civil War. So, basically, every Marvel MCU hero plus the Guardian, yeah, it's just, it's almost everybody that has been introduced so far. But, yeah, it was good. Now we're talking about Philly cheesesteaks? I did not see the Philly cheesesteak, commercial with Deadpool. I did see that they did a Deadpool and Celine Dion mashup that I saw that Phil DeFranco talked about in his video. I actually haven't watched the video yet, but I'm intrigued by it. Any new people, I am in, or I can talk. Any new people that have joined the chat, I'm currently wearing the Percy frames from Warby Parker that came in the free try-on thing. I got the 5 free pairs to try on, and I enjoyed it. These are the Felix for any new people. I'll keep these on for a little while. But these ones, these are my faves, or the Percy's. I like these though. These are cute. I really like Keyhole. Me gusta Felix. Yeah, no, I mean, I like all of them. I do. I don't know. I feel like these are just like kind of a look. Also, for those of you mentioning Percy, which I will put back on, I like them, I do, but my hair is going to be bright pink soon, once I get some extra money, and I wear a lot of makeup, and I feel like that these would be a lot going on with bright pink hair. So, yeah, with my current hair, and if I was not wearing bright pink eyeshadow and bright eyeshadow all the time, I would totally rock these. But I feel like that they're kind of a lot, and with the texture and the the coloring and the pattern is kind of distracting for my vision because it's kind of just like right here, and I just like see a lot of color and shapes. So I don't know. I like these, but not the most, you know. But I'll put Felix back on. I also got sunglasses, but I'm not going to get any actually pairs of sunglasses. How pink are you going? Kind of like the eyeshadow I have on. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna do, I mean, it's gonna be closer to fuchsia rather than like a light pink because I've done light purple hair and it fades like that. So I want something that's going to fade slowly and wonderfully. So, you know, yeah. I like these though. I do. It's hard. I've actually never gotten a set of glasses from Warby Parker where I actually liked all of the glasses I got. The first time I did it, like 5 years ago, the first set I hated like most of the glasses, and part of me just like tried to like one, and then it just didn't, and I just didn't realize that I could just do it again, and I did it 2 more times. Yeah, I don't know. I know, right? Pink hair, faded pink hair is gonna look amazing. I'm so excited for faded pink hair. Which is why when I usually try and do purple hair, when I was like touching up my hair, all right, when I would touch up my purple, I would touch it up far brighter than I intended on having it be. This is actually, this piece under here stays a lot more purple than everything else. It's kind of funny actually, but I can't remember when I did this. It might have been like a month or so ago. I don't know, but I need to cut off the dead ends because I haven't cut my hair in like a year. I gotta double check that my battery. Oh, cool, I'm only at 22%. Yeah. Sorry, I just did that with my face, but the purple flecks in the sink. Yeah, no, you should see my shower. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, my shower has purple all over it. It's so gross. It's so funny. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we'll try on sunglasses now, just because. Why not? These are so crooked. Yeah, my Christmas tree. I haven't gotten rid of it yet. My boyfriend came over last weekend because we went to go see Infinity War. And then afterwards, I told him, I was like, I want you to help me take the Christmas tree down because it's not... You just noticed I've had the Christmas tree. It's like... Anyway. Yeah, because it takes a lot to kind of get the pieces apart. It's not the most intuitive thing. and he loves Christmas. And so part of me was like, help me take the Christmas tree down. But then he was like, but I love Christmas. And I was like, it's May, okay? Well, at that point, it was gonna be May. That joke is never going to die. Um, yeah. I worked a 12-hour day. I'm brain dead. No, I know, right? Make it a holiday tree and decorate for summer. Yes. Sunglasses, they look like Keith's sunglasses. I'm not lying. Like, these look like Keith Murray would wear these. Keith Murray! If you guys don't know who Keith Murray is, he is the lead singer of my favorite band in the entire universe. Me and Trains Are Cool are on the same wavelength. We Are Scientists. Yeah. They do! They look like that music video. Now all I need is a white t-shirt and a gray short wig. Weekend at Bernie's. Oh, so I'm dead. I'm half dead. Yep. But, yeah. I enjoy these, but I feel like I could find another pair on Firmoo cheaper. And Firmoo wants to send me free glasses. In case you missed it earlier. Because they emailed me and they were like, basically wanted to send me a free pair for like review and then a coupon code or whatever for you guys to use or something. I don't know. I'm like, usually when people offer me free things, it's stuff I would never ever use. But I'm like, oh, glasses? Mm-hmm. Do I sing? Not seriously. I sing along to We Are Scientists all the time, but not to the point where I would share it with the internet. And I can't really play any instruments, but I buy direct. Well, see, if I was going to pay for a pair of sunglasses, I would definitely try and do something really cheap. Firmoo just happened to email me and want to give me free things, so I'm like, cool. The weirdest things that I have been offered for free, there was one that was like, it was like skincare that wanted to like, it was to help with fine lines or something. And basically it was like glue. It was like a glue your face to, it was so weird. And I was like, that doesn't sound like a chemical I ever want to use. They did actually, Adore Me, Elmer sponsored me. It was some like startup fucking skincare company that was like, helps with your fine lines, but it just like fills it in or sticks it together. I don't know. AdoreMe.com actually gave me free lingerie once, and all I had to do was like post some shit on Snapchat, and I was like, cool. Sweet. I still wear the underwear all the time. Yeah, like, it's great underwear. I didn't end up getting any bras because I wasn't sure if any of them were going to fit me, but I got 2 pairs of underwear, a corset, and then like 2 like sleep teddies or whatever that I could wear for boyfriend times. But yeah, all I had to do was post things to Snapchat. I was like, okay, cool, I'll do that. And then literally they sent me, I don't remember how much money it was worth, but it was a decent amount. And they basically, then I just had to say like, hey guys, follow them on Snapchat. You can maybe win some stuff. Like, that was super easy. I got offered teeth whitening stuff all the time. Like teeth whitening things and like random, most of the time the emails come from people who English are not their first language. I think I've gotten some stuff from some of those like cheap clothing websites like Dress Gal or whatever the fuck, the things that are just like wholesale stuff from China, which I know nothing would ever fit me because it's in Asian sizes and Asian sizes are tiny as fuck. So yeah, I would never do anything from those websites just because A, I know that it wouldn't fit me, and I wouldn't want to support a company that like posts most things as like one size fit all when like that ain't true. So don't expect me to include that unless I'm super hard up for money. Uh, but I did get sent once, which I still have, actually. I thought about making a video about it, but then I just like never did. Of spices, and it was like a like it was like a subscription service but for spices, and I still have them. The purse sponsor, yeah, that was cool. But I can't remember what the spice company's um was called. But yeah, that one I still have. Maybe the spice is sitting somewhere. It came in a pack, and then I remember they emailed me once about like asking if I had done anything with it, and I was like, I just kind of ignored it. But that one was kind of interesting. The purse one, I really liked the purse until the strap broke. So yeah, that was kind of annoying. Because the little like way that it attached to everything just didn't, it wasn't the most secure. So I don't use that purse anymore because I was never able to fix it. And I was too lazy to send it back to them. Make sure that we're 18%. Okay, I gotta get a battery cord at some point. Depop. Somebody asked me if I use Depop. I don't, but I've thought about it and I've heard about it. I believe that's the one where you basically like list your used clothing, like online thrifting thing, but it's like specifically your closet. I wear my clothes to death, to the point where I would feel embarrassed asking anybody for money for most of it. Maybe shoes I would do, but like if there's a piece of clothing that I haven't worn in a while or that I want to change up, I'll just cut it up. Sorry. I was just reading a comment and I can't read anything because these don't have prescription in it. But, yeah, that was, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I ended up just cutting up t-shirts a ton. Like, so many of my band t-shirts that I've bought from either shows over the years or from Hot Topic when I worked at Hot Topic. And I actually bought some shirts recently from Hot Topic specifically to cut up because they were on sale. And it was a hot cash thing. But yeah, I just cut up shirts. So I don't know. Any music festivals you want to go to, a music festival bucket list? Oh shit. If you want to see like a big old master list of music festivals, check out my Coachella video because I basically after like the 5-minute mark, it's just all music festivals. Retro Lush on Depop. What? What? I would feel better about buying Retro Lush from specific people rather than like Amazon or eBay because I don't trust that shit. Damn. I might have to look it up. The only thing I've literally ever seen from Depop is when specific YouTubers that I watch use it and they post their links. What was I saying? Music festivals. I'm going to Sasquatch. Well, I will hear back about the ticket hopefully by tomorrow. I don't know. Timberfest this summer, I'm super excited about. The lineup is really great. Car Seat Headrest is playing, and I've never actually seen them play. I've been listening to the remastered, re-released Twin Fantasy nonstop for the last 24 hours. But Glastonbury is my bucket list be-all, end-all. If I die right after going to Glastonbury, I would die happy. Reading and Leeds, basically most festivals in the UK I would be stoked on, unless it was like an electronic music festival, which in that case I like being sober too much to do that. Boston Calling is one I've always wanted to go to because they've always had great lineups, but it's always the same weekend as Sasquatch. So if Sasquatch ever goes belly up, Boston Calling, I'll be there. Governor's Ball in New York would be dope. Um, oh, Pickathon and Treefort. Pickathon is in Portland and Treefort is in Boise, and I want to go to those so bad. So bad. They always look amazing. Like the pictures always look so like beautiful and like intimate and like campfirey, and I'm like, why can't I be there? Why? Those are the main ones really. Like I used to really want to go to Lollapalooza, but I've kind of lost a little bit of the like, I don't know. It's lost a little bit of its luster because it's basically like Sasquatch, but in Chicago. But because it's both owned by Live Nation and they have a lot of the same lineups sometimes. So, like New England festivals and festivals in the UK for sure. Like all of it. Oh, Iceland Airwaves. That is one I totally forgot to talk about in my video. Iceland Airwaves is a festival that I have had multiple friends go to and photograph, multiple friends go and play at, and KEXP has done stuff from Iceland Airwaves for years, and I've always seen the pictures and the videos, and I'm just like, I want to go to there. I want to go to there so bad. I should put my regular glasses on and plug in my phone because my battery's gonna die. God, you taste like melted Otter Pops. You're so tasty. It's so good. White Claw. Hard seltzer. Black cherry. Literal melted Otter Pops. Is that my door? Nope. Summerfest. What kind of music is Summerfest? I don't know. I get wary about like a lot of festivals because I'm like, is this music I like? I don't know. Is it... Is it Helter Seltzer? Stop. Otter Pops? Have you guys... Wait, Otter Pops? Do you not know what Otter Pops are? They're popsicles. They come in the little, like, cylindrical tubes and the little plastic ones, and they, like... They're kind of like Kool-Aid, but frozen, but slightly different. So they come in, like, the packs. They look like string cheese, but popsicles. I gotta get my cord to plug in my phone. Yeah, I think they're called something different in different places. So I don't know if Otter Pops is like the term for it, but I don't know. I like it though. It's tasty. Now I can plug in my phone because the battery's not gonna die. Whee! Yeah, my phone's now reminding me you have 15% battery. I know. Do you have any Lush pet peeves, like the way people misuse products or ways they would suggest doing the wrong thing with a product? Ooh, girl, I can make an entire fucking video about that, but I will talk about it briefly because you asked about it. Lush. I've seen some people make videos where they'll say like, oh, why I stopped working or why I stopped shopping at Lush or whatever, and or they'll talk about how like... Come on, focus. What are you doing? Come on. What are you doing? Focus. You dumb... There we go. People will get upset that fans of Lush get so worked up about hate. Like when people hate on Lush products, fans get so mad and defensive. I don't like to think I'm one of those people that I get really defensive about it because you're allowed to like what you want to like. But what annoys me the most is when like people like Tati Westbrook and other big YouTubers do videos about products that they A, either didn't ask about, or B, just didn't care to know what they were actually supposed to do. Like she did the video, I'm gonna put these ones back on. We're just like modeling some different frames today. These are the Blairs. She did a video once about Lush makeup. She did like a full face of Lush makeup. And I remember she was talking about how like, oh, the foundation's not full coverage enough. And I was like, it's not supposed to be. Like she was clearly not using it. She didn't know what it was supposed to do. So she was saying that it was bad because it was doing what it was supposed to do, not what she thought it was supposed to do. So yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, the makeup from Lush is probably the weak spot of all the Lush products. So like, not gonna lie, you don't have to like Lush makeup. I don't either. But saying that it was bad because it wasn't full coverage, I'm like, but it's not, that's not what it's for. It's not called a foundation. It's called a color supplement for a reason. So that was annoying. That's a pet peeve of mine. Yeah. Oh God. And then when people, yeah, no, they totally, I think they've actually discontinued the makeup, honestly, which is good because they were taking up space in the store that was a waste of space. Because when I worked at Lush, I rarely sold any of the Emotional Brilliance line. Rarely. So, yeah, seeing people who like, oh, use this as a soap when it's literally a massage bar, and they like, people would come in like, oh, this didn't lather. It's like, because it's not a soap, stupid. It's not a soap. Lush Kitchen, Lush Labs. What did they say on Instagram? I saw something about Lush Labs, and honestly, I don't get why they changed the name. Like, what's the difference between Lush Kitchen and Lush Labs? I don't think it was Amelie. I don't remember which daughter it was. It was a different daughter, because Amelie's the little one. Yeah, I don't remember which daughter it was, but yeah, EB was a failed experiment. I liked the color things as eyeshadows, or no, as lip products. Honestly, they weren't great as eyeshadows because they moved around too much, but as lip products, they weren't bad. And Feeling Younger wasn't a bad, like, primer thing. They posted a pic that was quite snarky, saying they were not doing anything retro and made some... See, I honestly don't know. Lush is always, like, a cheeky bitch, so whenever they say something snarky, it's like, yeah, whatever, like... Yeah, see, the lip products worked. Like, the lip products... Like, Catherine, the lip products were good. But I used a lot of the eyeshadows as lip products. So... Yeah, I think that the packaging was flawed. The packaging was definitely flawed. Them being in the cute little glass bottles were not useful. They would break a lot of the time. Yeah, it was not good packaging for makeup. It was like in the branding of Lush, like that made sense in terms of packaging, but like the mascara packaging was the stupidest thing ever. Like I hated the mascara packaging. That actually gives me an idea about products that are good but have really dumb packaging. Because I've seen a handful of people do that video, and the Lush mascara will be on the top of that list because it was a good mascara, especially if you have sensitive eyes. Naked foundations are releasing next month as exclusives. Is that Lush? What? What? Lush is releasing foundations? Like naked ones? Like just stick foundations without a package? I hadn't heard of that. That sounds weird. That sounds not sanitary in the slightest. Why? No, don't do that, Lush. Do naked shower products. Naked shower products is what we want. Naked bath products. Naked hair products. Yeah, do it. Fucking naked shampoo bars are amazing. Shampoo bars are dope. I still use shampoo bars. I still have a Smuggler Soul. I don't know if it's called Smuggler Soul. It's the sandalwood one. I still have that in my shower. I use it all the time. Especially now that I don't really care that my purple fades. I use shampoo bars all the time. I love them. I feel like shampoo bars, as soapy as they are, they're good. They're good. See, Full of Grace was something that I would always keep in a tin just because it was easier that way. Or what I would do, I would cut Full of Grace in like tiny pieces and then just like take a little piece and melt it in my hand and use that rather than like rubbing the whole bar on my face, because I can totally see it being like weirdly unsanitary, rubbing a oil bar on your face. But yeah, I feel like they need to kind of rein in the naked stuff a bit, because the naked shower gels, it's just like, it's just a soap. Like, it's just a phallic soap. Oh God, ocean salt is a mask? Oh sweet Jesus. That sounds like a painful, oh no. Oh God. Oh no, that's bad. Yeah, people would come in, oh my God, I have to tell you. So, the as a guy, what does naked mean in those products? Without packaging. So when we say like naked products, it's like literally just like without a wrapping. So it's either like a soap, like a bar soap is a naked product, or they have like a massage bar, which is a naked product, and then they have like little shampoo bars, which are just like a little hockey puck. It looks like a urinal cake, but it's for your hair. But yeah. Anyway, so back to ocean salt as a face mask. Ow, 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 ow. I don't know why I thought of urinal cake. Rhett and Link did a video the other day where they had to like feel it. I don't know. It was like something where they had a urinal cake, and that just came to my mind. But having ocean salt on your face, I did that for a little bit when I first bought ocean salt, because it was a loose suggestion for like a face exfoliator, which would be something that you would use maybe once a week, if that, because it's harsh as fuck. But using that as a mask, that's just leaving salt on your face. Yeah, self-preserving definitely would be a better option because it has the avocado butter in it, but and the salt's not as big. But yeah, no, ocean salt on your face as a mask. One thing that would always be really annoying when YouTubers, I remember Ingrid Nilsson, when she still went by Miss Glamorazzi, which I don't think she goes by that anymore because she grew out of it. I don't know. She made a video talking about Mask of Magnaminty, how it cleared up her acne, and instantly Mask of Magnaminty sold out like that. People would come in looking for it. They're like, oh, why don't you have it? It's really popular. It's like, because we're out of it. It's really popular. People sometimes forget that everything is handmade at Lush, and it's like human hands can only make so much product, and we can only have so much resource of a thing because they get it as fresh as possible. So it's not like you just have a bunch of fucking mixed product on a shelf for months at a time. We would get things in the store sometimes within a month of when it was made. So she talked about Mask of Magnaminty and everybody bought it. And I remember a girl that came in and asked for it, wanting to buy, yes, Lush is all handmade. It's great. It's good stuff. But she came in looking for Mask of Magnaminty, and she didn't want to sit down and try anything. She didn't want to take samples home specifically. But so she like wanted to buy it or I think it was either buy it or take a sample of it. But I started asking her about her skin, and then she kind of just like didn't want to hear about it, didn't want to talk about it. And when I found out that her skin was more sensitive and dry, I suggested a different mask, because Mask of Mag is more for oilier skin generally, and for somebody who is not as sensitive, because it's got like thick stuff. Not thick. It's got big chunks of things that just scrub on your face, and there's mint in it. So it's a bit more of an intense face mask. And so when I suggested a different product, she was just kind of like, oh no, I just want that one. because that YouTuber talked about it. And I was like, everybody's skin is different. That's what would be so annoying when like big time YouTubers would come in and talk about products in a way that's just like, this totally cleared up my acne without actually going into like the specifics of the products and the specifics of their skin, because everybody's skin is different and people would just like assume that things would work the same for everybody when that is 100% not true. Like, there is no one product that works for every person's skin. And if anybody tells you that, they're fucking wrong. There are things that can work for a majority of people's skin. There are things that can work for a majority of skin types, but not everybody's skin can fit into a type. Do not typecast my skin, yo. So that was always a super annoying peeve of mine when people would just come in because somebody else told them that it was good, but like not actually being educated on what it was for. Yeah, people would like, oh God, but speaking of the ocean salt, there was a girl that came in one time that, yes, it's too fucking one of a kind to just blindly follow. Thank you. That is the best way to put it. There was a girl that came in one time that she had been using Sexy Peel as a face wash, which Sexy Peel is a citrusy ass soap. A citrusy ass soap with like orange and lemon and lime and grapefruit, and it was just like all over the face. And like, she bought like a big old bar of this thing, and she's like, oh yeah, I wash my it's for a face wash. And I'm like, what? And she's like, oh, I've been using it for years. And I'm just thinking, how? Like, she said, oh, I'm super oily. And I like started to suggest something else for her because it just like, it pained me thinking about her skin using this citrusy fucking soap. It's like, do you get it in your eyes? That sounds like a nightmare. She ended up buying a piece of soap because you can't tell somebody not to buy something that they want to buy. But yeah, that was a lot. And I'm like, but who told you that was a good, what? But the worst thing, oh God, this was so bad. If you guys want to hear more about my Lush antics, the video on my channel where I talked about customer service stories, I did a collab with Georgia Harris. What up, Georgia? Are you here? I don't know. I talk more at length about some of the experiences I had working in customer service. Yeah, I know, of course. That's exactly what my mind was saying. Girl, you're taking all the oils out of your face. That's why it's fucking oily. Stay focused, please. Thank you. There was a girl that came in. Prepare yourself, guys. You might have to sit down for this because this was so bad. She came in. Her face looked kind of raw and like red and irritated. Like it might have been sunburned at one point, but it didn't look comfortable. And we asked her, about her skincare routine, and she wanted to try something new. And so she told us what she'd been using on her face, and she said that this was something that her mother was doing and that her mother recommended that she did. Bitch was using fucking rubbing alcohol as a face wash all over her face. And me and my coworkers all just kind of like, but why though? Why would you do that to yourself? Rubbing alcohol on your face? Why? Oh my God, it was so bad. Like, I felt so bad for the girl. And so, like, we kind of all, like, put our heads together. Okay, we're like, what do we do for her? What do we give her? Samples of everything. We didn't make her buy anything because it was like, you gotta get your skin back on track, back to not be just like, what? Yeah, exactly. I don't have any pearls, but I would be clutching them. I think we ended up getting her a sample of Celestial, because it was the most basic and calming and soothing. I believe. I think that's what it was. Yeah. I think it was Celestial. The hardest thing was always, like, charity pot everywhere, right? The hardest thing was always when people came in with, like, nut allergies, because, like, almost all the moisturizers had fucking almond oil in them. But Yeah, I think we got her Celestial. We got her a sample of Ultra Balm, yes, and Ultra Bland to try as like just a salve to put all over her face, but not to rub Ultra Bland off because Ultra Bland kind of works as like a cure-all thing. Um, like people would always ask like what would be a desert island product. I would use Ultra Bland because I could use it as a face wash, as a face moisturizer, as a hand cream. But it's the Vaseline of Lush World. But and then we got her as a face wash. We got her 9 to 5 because it was something that you could literally just use on a cotton pad and there would be no sort of like scrubbing. It would be a face wash. It would be balancing, but it wouldn't be like you wouldn't have to like scrub it on your face. I think that's really all we got her. Like 9 to 5. Aroma water. Aroma water was something we also got her. I know Ultra Bland's amazing. Yeah, Aroma Water, Celestial, Ultra Balm, Ultra Bland, and 9 to 5. I don't remember if we got her a face mask or not. I don't. If we did, it would have been Odafix. That would have been the face mask if we. Yeah. It might have been Odafix. It might have been Catastrophe. No, it wouldn't have been Catastrophe because that had chamomile or calamine in it. Any products that I hated selling. Oh boy, oh god. So, besides Emotional Brilliance, I hated selling the makeup because it was a pain in my ass. There was this one guy that would come in. I don't know if he necessarily, I don't know if he necessarily identified as a guy, but he presented as a man generally that wore kind of like feminine clothes and makeup sometimes. So I wasn't entirely sure. They came in on a regular basis, not for very long. Like they wouldn't come into the store for a very long amount of time. But there was one time that they would always come in and ask about the makeup. And it was I think on a Saturday, and they would ask me about the makeup things and like what colors that I think would be good for them. And then they asked, well, could you put it on me? And I'm just like, but why though? I'm not a makeup artist and that's not what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to, if we're going to do a face demo, we're going to put like skincare on your face, not makeup on your face. It was just an odd thing that they asked me to, it came off creepy. Be like, oh, well, could you put it on me? And I'm just like, no. Yeah. Like we would give, we would use the massage bars on them sometimes when they came in. And the reactions that we got from them was just kind of weird. So at that point, I kind of just like didn't engage in too much of conversation with them after that, after they came in and asked me to put makeup on their face in a creepy way. Yeah, they were like probably like 45, give or take. That was weird. And then there was a lady that came in once. She came in a little bit when I first started there, and she started asking about, started asking about skincare for like the body, like lotion and stuff. And I remember I like sat her down and tried some stuff on her arm, but as I was working on her, like she had what looked like might have been like an opened sore on her arm. And I just kind of like gently just put it over her body and then just kind of let her rub it in. And like after she left, I washed my hands so furiously with like all of the antibacterial soap. And I'm just like, what was that on her arm? What was that? I don't know. She came in a couple more times after that, but not to the extent that she did that one time. But particularly products besides the makeup that I hated selling. I don't even remember what it was called. It was the fucking split end treatment. I gotta look up. What was this? what was this shit called? It was the stupidest thing. Split end balm. I literally searched Lush split end, and one of the top things was, does the Lush split end treatment work? No! Shine So Bright. Oh, good pissy customer. Yeah, I actually made a whole video about that. But, I can talk about it a little bit more. Split end treatments, Shine So Bright, was the most obnoxious fucking product. We would get new shipments of it in sometimes, and I'm like, why? Why? So Shine So Bright came in like a little like lip balm kind of tin, and it was so stupid. People would come in and like want to buy that, and then I would ask them more about their hair, and they had like more like dead ends and like dryness, and I was like, no, R&B is what you want. You do not want Shine So Bright. And I remember they would like, every so often Lush would discontinue products, things that like people were still buying on a regular basis, and I was really upset about, but they would never discontinue Shine So Bright. And I was like, why is this here? Why are we not? So the video where I talked more about like customer service horror stories is literally called Customer Service Horror Stories, collab with Georgia Harris. I might see if I can put that in the comments of this video. Can I do that? Maybe? Not that one. But yeah, it was bad. It was... Shine So Bright is so dumb. It literally was just like a wax that you put in your hair. I feel like the only people that Shine So Bright ever worked for were, I'm actually going to link this in the comments. What up? But. Cool. There we go. I know, Comforter and Blackberry, that was so sad. But, Shine So Bright, the only people that it would work for is if somebody had really fine hair that was dry, that had split ends. Like if their hair was so fine to where any sort of like oil and moisture like weighed it down. Like R&B would be too heavy for their hair, because R&B was originally formulated by a woman with afro-textured hair. So if you have black hair or just thick textured hair, R&B is dope. R&B is great for a lot of people, but that's like one of the only hair care products that Lush has that's just like, oh, not for white people hair. But Shine So Bright, and it smelled bad too. Like, it didn't smell good. It was just a weird non-product that was just like in the most random spot. It was underneath the counter on like one of the shelves that was next to, I don't remember what it was next. It was next to like dirty hair cream, like the styling gel thing. So it was next to the styling products, but nobody ever bought it. Like, I sold one Shine So Bright in the 3 years I worked at Lush. It was insane. And I'm like, why? Why? Products underrated. I think I did an underrated products, but I don't remember. Now I gotta see when did I do that? I don't remember. Underrated Lush products for sure. I feel like so many of the bar soaps were like super underrated because nobody actually paid attention to the bar soaps. Rest in peace, so many of the bar soaps. It's so sad. Now I gotta remember what I've talked about. Lush. Underrated Lush things. Products. I know, Rip Miranda's soap. It was so sad. And it was funny. Not funny. One of my old coworkers, her name is Miranda, and she lives in Florida now. But she left right when the Miranda soap got discontinued, and I remember I was so sad because I'm like, no, I'm losing both my Mirandas. No. Lush and underrated products. I feel like I did that. When did I do that? Let me go to the Lush playlist. Underrated. Underrated. Bar soaps lather up nicely. I think the bar soaps lather up best if you have a loofah. Definitely the bar soaps. I mean, it really, anything lathers up if you have a loofah. But other soaps lather up better than I mean, some lather up better than the other ones. I feel like the creamy soaps are definitely not the most cost effective. So like Sultana smells really good and feels really good, but it is not that cost effective because it's really soft. But underrated Lush products, Rump body lotion right now. I don't know if they still have it. I hope they do because it's cheeky as fuck. It's a butt cream, but you don't have to just put it on your butt, and it's basically written with like a ton of Trump puns, which is amazing. Yay, Rump, yay. Do you work at a Lush? You say we do. I don't know. But yeah, Rump is great. Smells good. It's, hey, I like it. I like Rump. It was so fun. When I didn't think we were going to get it in the UK, in the US. I only thought we were going to get it in the UK and I was going to have to order it from there. But then I remember my friends got it in the shop at the, in the US here. And it was a surprise. It was just like, Merry Christmas! The firming cream, Lovely Jubblies. Rest in peace, Lovely Jubblies. That is one that if it comes back on the Lush Labs or whatever they're calling it now, I will buy it. That was something that a lot of my coworkers were like obsessed with. That was like one of their holy grail products, and they had like backups on backups on backups. But I feel like the tooth products are really underrated. As far as the toothy tabs, like the new toothy tabs and the tooth powder, I think are so much better than the old toothy tabs. The old toothy tabs, the packaging was stupid and the product wasn't as good. And now that it's in the little recyclable plastic bottles, it's just so much easier to carry around than that dumb little box. And the tooth powders, I wish they did not discontinue Ultra Blast because Ultra Blast is bae. I think I ran out of it. I think I only have like, no, Boom is weird. Yeah, Boom's a weird tooth powder. But Ultra Blast, oh god, Sparkle, just all the minty ones. All the minty ones are great. And then the one, Ultra Blast was just great because it had wasabi in it. I worked at Lush during the holidays, and orange jelly. Why did everybody think that the orange soaps smelled like jizz? I don't know. I don't smell it. I didn't smell it. I mean, I smelled the soap, but I did not smell jizz. I don't know what it is. That rhymed. The carrot soap? See, I actually really liked the carrot soap. The shape of it was dumb. I will give you that, and it was a pain in the ass to cut up and give to people. But I still have a piece of carrot soap on my sink. So, I actually really like the carrot scented stuff. So, yeah. I don't know. The shapes are always weird. I feel like pink peppermint is an underrated product. I feel like the only time that, like before when it used to be called Fair Trade Foot Lotion, people might sell it more because it was specifically like a foot cream. But yeah, pink peppermint I think is great. I think it's great for cramps. I think it's great for, obviously, for feet. Just any body aches, it's good. And I think it smells like Thin Mints, which is always great. Hair custard and Charity Pot, I think, are, again, very underrated. Charity Pot, not as much, but still really good. What was the question? How many times did you have customers get mad at you for not being precise enough in your soap cutting? A handful? I couldn't name a specific number, but I do remember people, like, there would be people that would come in and want to buy like a bunch of a specific number, and I would be like a little bit off, and then they would, yeah, we cut the soaps at the place. So I love having people who are not familiar with Lush things and just like telling them about it. So Lush would get soaps in these giant blocks that would come in like 20, 40-pound blocks of soap at more sometimes that were different shapes. They were either like kind of casserole size, like giant casserole dishes, or like big round pieces, or like weird globe shapes in different things. Um, and then you would get them, and then you would cut them up and display them in various ways depending on what the store like uh like specifications are. Thanks for watching. Go to sleep. I don't know what time it is where you are. Um, uh, so you would arrange it according to what the layout needs to be, and then people would come in. They're like, I want to buy a. They would either like grab a piece that was already cut, or they would be like, oh, I want to buy $10 worth of soap, or I want to buy this big of a piece of soap. We did not carve the soap, we just cut them into squares. Or other random ass shapes. It was never, we don't carve soap swans. Yeah, we're not that fancy. It was just, here, has a piece of soap that you can take home and wash yourself with. I wish I could carve soap. Yeah, no, Lush is cool. You should go into a store. It's fun. It smells good. Yeah, people would get mad. They would want to get like 5 or 6 of the same size. And I got really good eventually at like guessing the sizes. But then like they would want me to cut off pieces. But basically, I would have to cut new pieces because cutting off chunks is just wasting soap. So I would have, that's the most annoying. They would want a specific piece. Like, they'd be like, I want a $3 piece of soap or a $4 piece of soap. And I would cut maybe like a $5 piece of soap. But they'd be like, and I'm like, bitch, now I have this tiny ass piece of soap that you don't want to buy. And either I have to cut off a chunk and waste $1 of soap, which is not that much, but we don't want to have random pieces of soap running around. Or I have a tiny piece of soap that's just sitting on the shelf that people might not want to buy because they want bigger pieces of soap. Because Lush soaps were not cheap, but they last a really fucking long time. So, like an $8 piece of soap is like a normal piece of soap for me. Although I did buy a $20 piece of soap once, and I still have it. Solid body tints. What? Oh, the little heart-shaped weird things, the body bronzers. That's something that I'm like, why? Why though? That was always kind of dumb. I saw some people use that as like a bronzer on your face. Shimmy Shimmy, I can still see. I can see Shimmy Shimmy making sense because it's glitter and people like glitter. But yeah, black stockings and pink stockings is dumb. Like, why? We don't need that. I don't know. But yeah, I like Lush. I still go there on a regular basis. Not as much as I used to because it's expensive, but it's a good treat yourself day. So, and I still love all my friends that work there, so it's also nice. But I'm gonna switch up the glasses again so you guys can see if any new people. The original point of this live stream was for me to show the glasses I got from Warby Parker. Dusting powders are totally underrated. Silky underwear is amazing. It's amazing. So yeah, these are a pair of Warby Parker glasses that I got. I think they're my favorite. They're called Blair. They're dope. Oh, ow. Use silky underwear as a dry shampoo? What? Really? I mean, I use Vanilla Puff as a dry shampoo. No drought. It's a lot. It's a lot. Does anybody remember Vanilla Puff? This is Percy. This is the Percy style. It's tortoise shell. I like them. I like them. Mr. Sandman. Oh, I have Mr. Sandman. Mr. Sandman is so good. I want everything that smells like Twilight. This is the most random ass live stream. Me trying on glasses and talking about Lush stuff. Yeah, these are nice. They're just a lot because my hair is gonna be pink at one point, like a fuchsia fucking hot pink. Yeah. You just hit me with that bad optics pun. I'm gonna have to tell them. They're literally the newest band. It's crazy. Felix. This is Felix. I like Felix, but I think it's too close to my eyebrow color. Like it blends in with my eyebrows. And I don't know. Oh, I remember the old dusting powder packaging. Oh shit, I remember that. In the tins. Oh, it was the messiest shit in the world, but I remember it. Yep. Yeah. Nah. But, before you go, though, trains are cool. What's your name, though? Besides Bad Optics, listen to Fuzzmutt. Those guys are dope. They're young, and, they sound like if, nah, I don't want to say shoegaze. They're really young, and they're cool. And they're all from Everett, so they're all around here, and they're like new and cool, and I'm gonna try on the Laurels. Laurel. Yeah, these are probably my least favorite ones out of all the ones I got. They're too narrow here, and I feel like that this shape is just like kind of awkward. It like makes it feel like it's up higher. I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Warby Parker, again for sending me new frames. Cool. Dev. Got it. I don't have to keep calling you trains are cool. But, yeah, Bad Optics are great. Let me talk about bands a little bit. What have I been listening to? So Fuzzmutt, Oliver Elf Army is awesome. Obviously been listening to a fuck ton of We Are Scientists. Noah Gunderson put out a special EP for Record Store Day, and it's his live performance on KEXP, and it's amazing. I bought a Spoon record on Record Store Day. Yeah! I remember that. That was so long ago. Australian beaches. What does that say? What do you say? Those frames? Thank you. I like these frames too. But yeah, I bought a Spoon single on Record Store Day. I almost bought a Twin Peaks record on Record Store Day. Spoon, Noah Gunderson. I bought the Naked Giants album. And then I also bought an Aaliyah album. Like Aaliyah. Like, first you don't succeed. Yeah, fucking Aaliyah, man. I saw that. I was like, I need to own this on vinyl or else my sister will be angry with me that I saw it and I did not buy it. But, yeah. I like these so much. Who am I? With metal frames. What the hell? What? Yeah. But I posted a ton of pictures on Instagram. If you don't follow me there, it's just my name. Well, Abbers07 with a 3. I feel like I've like kind of just lived with that username for so long. It's such a dumb username. Stay focused. If you guys are relatively new, well, not even relatively new. If you've come in the last like 4 years, you would not know where that name came from. So I used to have a YouTube channel. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Thanks for letting you not listen to bad music. Literally my favorite things are when people comment saying like, I love this band because you told me about them and now they're my faves. So if you guys ever fall in love with music because I told you about it, tell me all the time. It's my favorite thing. But my YouTube name, my internet name for the most part, um, it used to be Abrazo7 without a 3. And that channel is still live and aware and, like, yeah. Of course I know Bad Optics is because I told you, because Bad Optics is, like, this big right now. This big. They've played, like, 4 shows. But, my old channel, it's still there. I think I might have a link to it somewhere on my channel. It's literally just Abrazo7 without a 3, so you just change the 3 to an E. It's the easiest thing. But I have some vlogs on there, and yeah. Oh god. See, now we're getting in. So you jumped the gun on me. My username came from my ex-boyfriend, Andy Glover, who spelled his name Andy Glover with a 3 instead of an E. So it's like Glov3er. And when I got this new channel, it was because my old channel got its AdSense taken away, and I couldn't get the appeal to actually go through. Like, they were like, no, you can't get your money back. And it was, I got click bombed by something. So salmon. That's great. Yeah, and that was Andy actually singing it. Clearly, his singing voice was not very clear. So when I lost my old channel because of no, I'm never getting that theme song back. If anything, that's really fucking awkward, because now I have a different boyfriend, and I've kind of, like, seen a couple of people since Andy. But anyway. So when I lost my old channel, when the AdSense got taken away, I was dating Andy. And when I went to go restart a new one, and I was like, oh, let me just get the same username, but do a 3 so we can match. Because I thought it was so fucking cute and quirky and clever. And weirdly enough, within the next year, my AdSense miraculously came back. Like, my current channel right now that I'm on, it's actually hooked up to the AdSense from the old account. It's really weird. AdSense is stupid. Because if I'm logged into an AdSense account that's with this Gmail that's attached to it, it doesn't work. But I have to be logged into the other Gmail. It's really dumb. But, yeah. So my current username is a throwback to my ex-boyfriend from... I mean, technically, he was my last actual boyfriend, but I kind of just, like, saw a couple people after that. One more seriously than I would have liked, but he never thought of it that way. We were never, like, dating, but it was kind of just like, oh, we're hanging out. It was the stupidest shit in the world. He's, like, 40 years old now, and I was like, fuck you, man. Anyway, I clearly have animosity towards him. And then the other person was, like, a very short fling that was pretty much consisted of me taking a trip and getting my heart broken. So, yay. You guys can still find a video on my YouTube channel that pretty much documents the whole trip. That was 2.5 years ago. Anyway. God, that was 2.5 years ago. God damn! Really? It was only 2.5 years ago? Anyway. That was cryptic as fuck. That one time I went to Tucson, Arizona. Heyo! Excuse me. But, anyway, where was I going with this? My username. It's dumb. But I kind of just stuck with it after a certain point, because I was like, might as well, because it's easier. And thankfully, I signed up for that channel before Google kind of took over YouTube. And so my actual YouTube channel is youtube.com/abras07, not youtube.com/channel/ a bunch of fucking numbers and letters, which now most of the channels are, which is really dumb. Unless you're like partnered and fancy. Like Logan Paul. Because I think it's just youtube.com/Logan Paul. I don't know. I'm really glad I don't have to think about that guy as much. Yep. Oof. Yeah. Yep. Andy, I don't know what he's doing right now, but I think he still works at Starbucks. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah. Come on, screen. Come back. I'm literally just using my desktop screen as a light. But, yeah. So my username... I have my other, like, professional stuff through my actual name on Instagram and on my website and on Facebook. So if you guys ever want to follow, like, my photo stuff and, like, video things that I'm not doing just as, like, me on YouTube being a social media influencer, it's just my name, Abby Williamson, and then photo stuff. So, yeah. I have links to all of that everywhere. And actually, my old intro should not be revived. No. But my current boyfriend is actually still working on that stupid video where he edits one of my Get Ready With Me's, and he's making a new, like, intro graphic. I might make him make me an intro song because he got himself, like, a MIDI keyboard and he has himself a bass now. So maybe I'll make him make me a new intro song that does not include 07 in the title. That makes it sound like "Oh Salmon." God, that's funny. That's funny. I was connected to Wonderly, actually. Wonderly was a kind of subsection of Big Frame, which Big Frame still exists, I'm pretty sure. I hope so. Yes, Wonderly was what it was called, and I was on that for a little while, and then when they kind of dissolved Wonderly, I was no longer a partner with Big Frame, which I was actually fine with, because I got more money per month when I was a partner on Big Frame, but I also ended up owing a bunch of fucking taxes by the end of the year because they didn't take any taxes out, and it was like an I-9, I think is what it was, so it was really dumb, really complicated, and I wasn't able to do my own taxes that year, so I actually had to have somebody else do it for me because I couldn't handle the I-9, so, yeah. And honestly, like, the amount wasn't that much more worth it. I mean, it kind of was. I think I got, like, $200 a month, almost. It was a lot, but I almost got $200 last month because I had, like, a fuck ton of money from my anti-haul video. They got, like, $30. Like, the CPM on my last anti-haul is crazy, which is ironic because I'm telling people not to buy stuff. Honestly, if I wanted to make so much money on YouTube, I would just make anti-hauls all the time. I'm just, like, shitting on brands, but I don't want to be that person. So, yeah. Anyway, what else can we talk about? I just really like my face with these glasses on. Yeah, so I gotta edit my... Oh, it's only 9:45. Make a whole video shitting on Too Faced. I totally could, and then I would get so much hate on it, but then also so many people would be like, yes, girl. Because Too Faced, although I haven't seen... My eyes are green. Yes, my eyes are green. Focus, you dumb shit. Why aren't you focusing? Anyway, yes, my eyes are green. Also, these glasses make my eyes look super green. Too Faced. I haven't seen what they've been doing lately. I don't know if it's because I just haven't been paying attention or they haven't been doing as much. That's not my fault that you have the theme song stuck in your head. But what has Too Faced been doing? Honestly, I don't know. Since they put out like the festival thing, like, is there anything since then? I don't know. I follow the festival. I stupidly followed the festival palette hashtag on Instagram because of the Juvia's Place festival palette. And then I got all of the things about the fucking Too Faced festival palette. Now I'm getting all the BH Cosmetics festival palette. And I'm just like, I don't want to see any of this. I just want to see Juvia's Place. The Natural Love and Eye palettes. Really? They went from glittery unicorns to natural? It's dumb. Too Faced. Just stop. Too Faced and Tarte need to just stop. Oh my god. I saw an article on BuzzFeed earlier talking about how, like, Tarte is doing the most extra shit right now. Basically, it's like you have a bin. Some new palette based on the 90s? Oh, okay. I can dig that. 90s what? 90s grunge? Or 90s, like, Nickelodeon? Because I'd be down for either of them. Nirvana and Coke. And Rugrats. What was I saying? Too Faced. Branding. What was I talking about? Festival? Juvia's Place? What was I talking about? No, I don't remember what I was talking about. Too Faced things? Tarte, thank you. Thank you for reminding me, Katie. Tarte, article on BuzzFeed, they, like, it's like $63 for everything you can fit into, like, a bucket or whatever, like a virtual, just, like, grab bag. And I remember BuzzFeed, like, see if I can pull it up, put my actual glasses on, because this was the most bullshit thing I had ever read. It was so stupid. Don't tell me that my Comcast is dying. No. Oh, cool. Hey. BuzzFeed. You're not doing. So it said, throw out all your makeup because Tarte is practically giving you all new products. This is not a drill. I am talking 7 full-size items for more than half off. Okay. As we all know, Tarte Cosmetics is the best when it comes to cruelty-free, vegan-friendly makeup. But did you know that today for only 16 hours you can create a custom kit with 7 full-size items for only $63? Which sounds like that's a deal right there, right? Like, that's that's great. Oh, it gets worse. So I am here to take you by the hand and guide you step by step through the beauty deal of the century. Am I being dramatic? No. Let's begin. Everything was sold out within, like... First step, choose your own custom beauty kit pouch for all the makeup you're about to fill her up with. And so there's like 3 choices. There's like a mermaid skin, like a plain-ass purple, and then a plain-ass pink. The next one made me want to vomit. Next, lay down the foundation of your kit with 5 widely loved options, all of which will stay with you through thick and thin, aka all the factors summer throws our way. We've got your choice between their famous Clay Stick Foundation, Amazonian Clay Airbrush Foundation, or Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. In case you don't know, all 3 of these options have major cult followings for their long-lasting wear, easy application, and impressive buildup even on finicky pimples. And all are available in an impressive range of shades. Shape Tape Hydration Foundation comes in a whopping 18 shades. Wow, a whopping 18 shades. Good for you. Do you want a trophy? I chose the Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation so I can finally flake on my dry skin. Collagen, 24-hour wear, take my money. And then there's like a gif of like the pale-ass beige foundation. Now pick your concealer, blemishes, blah, blah, blah. Shape Tape. But they don't even include Shape Tape. Okay, wait. Now we pick our concealer. Blemishes, I don't know her. Under eye circles, please. I woke up like this, but please don't ask for proof. We've got a trio of options: Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, an Amazonian Clay Waterproof Concealer, and the Aqua Sealer Concealer. But they don't include Shape Tape Concealer, which is what everybody would want anyway. Oh, I know. The hydrating one is just like the Shape Tape. It's the gel thing. So they pick a concealer, and now, so the thing is, you only get to pick, one of 3 things in each category. So they have the, highlighters category, which gives you a cheek stain, which isn't even a highlighter, Gleam Team highlighter, which it's a cream and liquid, and then the rainbow spellbound thing, which again, what is spellbound and unicorn? I don't know. And then you can pick a lipstick. You can pick which their quick dry matte lip paint feels like paint. It's horrible. And then eyeliner or eye makeup. So metallic eyeshadow, which honestly their metallic eyeshadow is pretty good. Waterproof shadow liner, and then the other shadow liner. So wait, those are not eyeshadows. It's just eye things. And then mascara, which, not gonna lie, Lights Camera Lashes is one of my favorite mascaras of all time. I don't buy it anymore because it's expensive. Oh, of course they're trying to get rid of old stock. That's 100% what they're doing. That is 100% what they're doing, because nobody gives a fuck about Tarte anymore, because their last collection was boring as fuck, and stupid, and the name was dumb, and then everybody is pissed about Shape Tape. So, yeah. And so I commented on the post on Facebook, and I was like, wow, 18 shades, so impressive. Cut it with this sponsored bullshit. Got 14 likes, so not a lot, but not a little. And then someone's like, oh, it is you. I just started following your YouTube. Hey, are you here? I don't know. Alexandria. And then somebody else comments, 18 shades is a lot, honestly. But why though? Where? If you're comparing it to e.l.f. or Almay or Physicians Formula, yeah, 18 shades is shades. Yeah, 18 shades is a lot, but like, what? Somebody gave it a thumbs up, and then I responded with, Fenty launched with 40, and most big Sephora brands have over 30 shades. 18 is dismal. 18 is a lot, honestly. Maybe in the drugstore. But even that's bad. 18 is not a lot. And then all the rest of the comments is like, wow, 18 whole shades. Just like, bitch, don't even fucking try. Like, and it all sold out like that. And it's literally just for them to get rid of stock. Which they're just doing as a gimmick. Like, Tarte, sorry, you're canceled. 18 isn't even a lot in the drugstore. I know. Like, I mean, if you're comparing it to Tarte, or no, if you're comparing it to e.l.f. Oh, the April Fool's joke? Oh my god. That fucking blue and green palette that everybody who saw it was like, yeah, I want that. And they're like, April Fools! Nobody actually wants blue and green palettes. Sydney Grace actually did like a bundle where they kind of picked the colors that they have that were the closest to those, and I think they called it like, they were super shady, but in the best way possible. Tarte bundle. Oh, it was great. So, oh, Davina did it too. That's great. So it's not released yet. They're pre-orders already. But it's a bundle. This bundle was inspired by Tarte's April Fool's palette, the shades in this bundle, and so there's 12 shades, and it's called No Joke. And I was like, yes, Sydney Grace, I love you, even if your eyeshadows make my eyes itchy. I don't know what it was. I was so mad because their eyeshadows are so pretty. But yeah, I need to try Davina. I need to try other indie makeup brands. I need to try Strobe, Nabla, Davina, and what's the other one I want to try? I still have to try Dose of Colors. But I have too many eyeshadows. I took the plunge and did Juvia's Place, and I will never look back because it's great. But yeah, I saw that they did that, and I was like, Sydney Grace, you were great. Davina was inspired by Angela Nyquist, who made a video about making her own icy bath. That's great. That's great. I've seen Davina on God, what website did they sell it on? I think they sell it on like Dolls Kill, I believe. I think that's where I saw it before. Yeah, Sugar Pill. Oh, and I love Sugar Pill too. Colored Rain. That is one I have not tried that I want to. That I don't tend to buy single eyeshadows very often, and so I was not the most wowed at their like palettes, because the first palette that I saw that they had was similar to something I already had, and so I didn't feel like buying it. But I do need to just like, because I have an empty palette that I have a bunch of like other shades in that I want to stock up with single shadows. So Colored Rain is definitely another one that I've heard really great. I know the Queen of Hearts is one that I looked at, but it was like so similar to other palettes that I had that I'm like, I don't need it. I've tried Makeup Geek in the past. Honestly, I don't know if I've tried their eyeshadows, but I've tried their brushes. That might have been the only thing I tried for Makeup Geek. But I've seen some like hits and misses about Makeup Geek products. I saw that they just released some like pigments, which were like, but it seemed weird, and it seemed way too expensive. It was like $90 or something for like, not, it was way more expensive than what you would expect from like an independent brand. It just seemed weird, and their palettes, I feel like, have gotten considerably more expensive, to the point where it's like more expensive than some things that you would find at Sephora, you know? Like the Urban Decay Electric palette was basically pigments. It was just pure, not pure, but very just pigments. $40-some for those shadows, and it just seemed like Makeup Geek is just raising their prices for the sake of raising prices. So I don't know. They started out, pigments are only $1 less per shadow than Sugar Pill. Yeah, but the thing with Sugar Pill, I feel like Sugar Pill has always, they haven't like raised their prices so much to the point where you're like, but like they kind of always were that point, and they're huge. With Makeup Geek, they started out really inexpensive, and then they got considerably more expensive. That just seemed odd to me. Because it's like, but you start, I would think that the longer you can go on and the more bulk you can make, it gets cheaper for you to make. I feel like it would get cheaper than more. I don't know. It just seemed, it was a little bit off-putting. Yeah, Sugar Pill, like I've seen a couple of the videos talking about the Makeup Geek eyeshadows, and like some of them looked cool, but Jay Kissa was not impressed. Like Jay Kissa was not the most impressed, and especially the yellow. The yellow was really, really boring. Like it was really like washed out. But Sugar Pill is just always unmatched, and I would, if I had like $90 to burn on a Sugar Pill palette, I would buy it, because they're so good. Like, I've seen so many, like, I used to own Butter Cupcake and Taco, and then it was in a Z palette that I ended up just giving to my sister because I had too many makeup palettes. And I was like, here, let me take this palette of eyeshadows that are just cut out from other things. So she ended up getting Buttercup Cake and Taco. Unfortunately. It's the best yellow eyeshadow I've ever used in my life. I have other good yellow eyeshadows, but that one, it's so good. Yeah. Best yellow eyeshadow, Buttercup Cake from Sugar Pill. I almost bought the, like, pastel thing from Sugar Pill. Was it Sanrio, I think? Viseart? I have a Viseart palette. I have the dark mattes. I would grab it, but it's in the other room. It's good. It's good. I don't know if I would buy it at full price. I bought it when it was on, when I had the 20% off VIB sale. Because it is very expensive, but it is originally something for, like, kits for professional makeup artists. So I can see that, I mean, it's very ergonomic and it's very practical because there's no, like, it's just a plastic top. There's no mirror. They won't need a mirror. They don't need... Yeah. So it's the way that it's made makes sense for the way that it's supposed to be used. And the shadows I have in the dark mattes are so different from any palette I have at all that I was really excited about it. So I was just stoked that there was a palette with that many range of shades in that really rich kind of deeper pigment. So if you wanted to do like any sort of color of smoky eye, you got it. Yeah, they're great shades. They crease on me a little bit, but not to the point where it's annoying, you know. Magnetic removable pans. Oh, it's amazing. Really? Oh, cool. So I can just put it in, like... Could you just buy the individual shadows then? With magnets. That's one thing I always liked about MAC shadows, because you could buy them in, like, a little weird thing, but you could also get it cheaper in just the metal pan, which I feel like is a great idea, because Sugar Pill also does that too, where you can buy it with, like, the little plastic individual compact or with just the metal pan. So, let's see. Just reading comments. I just got a comment on another video. I get some of the weirdest comments. So, I kind of want to make another video responding to hate comments, but I've deleted too many of them to the point where, like, I wouldn't have anything to actually show you. But there's this one guy that comments all the time. Like, the most random shit. Like, I want all the videos, all the things where it's just spam. So, a video that I posted like a year ago, dude says, a month ago, welcome to YouTube. A couple weeks later, on my March favorites, he goes, how was your Easter? And then 2 weeks ago, he said, how are you doing today? And I'm just like, what? But why? I could respond to spam comments. That would be funny. God. That's funny. Spam comments are the best. Well done, beautiful fellow YouTuber support. Gotta support one another on our journey here. Yep. If anyone wants to try out designer scents for only 15 bucks a month, you should check out this site. My girlfriend's been loving it. That's not that cheap for, like, perfumes. Oh, this one was funny. I get sometimes from, like, YouTube channels that do, like, free audio, free songs and stuff, like royalty-free songs. Someone said, nice, thanks for the upload. I think the vid sounds quiet. Add some of my songs. You're gonna insult me and then ask me to put your music in there? I mean, it's not really insulting, but just gonna be like, you're gonna criticize me and be like, hey, add my music to make it better. It's kind of like we had a guy that emailed that Facebook messaged the Band in Seattle Facebook page. This is fucking hilarious. This live stream is almost done because I need to actually like do some shit. This guy who's in a band or who has a band, he messaged the Band in Seattle Facebook page a few years ago when he was in a different band that had a terrible name. It just was stupid. Wanted to get on the show, and we told him, oh, submit to our submissions page, yada, yada, yada. And he was like, thanks. And then like the next year emailed us again, basically asking the same thing, but it was his own solo stuff. And I'm like, it's still the same process. Go to bandinseattle.com/submissions. Not hard. So, but we responded, thanks for your continued support, your continued interest. We can't promise anything, blah, blah, blah. And so I think he submitted, and I remember because his artist name was just Person, like Person was his moniker, which is the worst name for any sort of SEO. Like, if you want to be a successful artist, not saying you have to come up with a quirky fucking name, but you kind of have to come up with a quirkier name than Person. So, dude messages us again a few months later and basically sent us, oh, I just released a new song. Could you give it a listen? Please, I would just like some advice. Or like, I love your feedback or whatever. I've seen some of the bands you've had on the show, and honestly, I'm way better. And I'm just like, the way to get on a television show, the way to like schmooze people into liking you is not telling them that the bands you've already chosen are terrible. I know, it was literally negging. It was the stupidest thing. So we kind of ignored him at that point. And then, like, a couple of months ago, I get a phone call, and it was this dude. He starts linking me to his Bandcamp, blah, 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 telling me all about his music, asking about how to get on the show, and I'm like, oh, go to bandinseattle.com/submissions, blah, blah, blah. And then asked, he's like, I'll give you my Bandcamp account, to listen to it, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll write it down. He's like, no, could you listen to it now? And I'm just like, no, I can't. I can't do what you want me to do right now. I'm at work. I don't know who you are. I don't have to give you my time. Fuck you. So I wrote down his Bandcamp and said that I was like, oh, I've got a bunch of things that I have to do. I'll give it a listen. What am I doing with my hair? So he just seemed really aggressive on the phone. And when he told me the information about the artist, and I was like, oh, I know who this guy is. This is the guy that like negged us into being like, oh, I'm way better than the bands you've had on the show already. And so I look up his artist stuff, Person.